Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So today we'll be trying to solve a question which involves logarithms. Now this question is pretty, no, well, kind of difficult, but if you understand the laws of logarithms, then you can figure it out. So firstly, I want to talk about this kind of law. Let's say we have log base A, B is equal to x, or even equals to 3, let's say, equal to 3. So how do I make sure that my log on this left hand side here, how can I eliminate it? Well, one of the ways are you could bring the base of the log here and becomes a base, and then the number 3 will become the index. So what do I mean by this? If I execute it, will be b is equal to a to the power 3. Okay, as long as you know and you apply this law, it works. Other examples should be log, let's say 10, and then we have 10,000, and it's equal to 2. Now, if we bring it here, if we eliminate the log, we will get 100 is equal to 10 to the power 2, and so on. So this should be like log AB is equal to x, any kind of number which is true for the logarithm. And then to eliminate the logarithm, we should bring the base to the right hand side, and then it becomes the base to the power of x. So it'd be b is equal to a to the power of x. So that is how we try to eliminate the log. Now for this question, you get log base 3, 5 is equal to x. Now the main issue is they wanted 9x. So there are ways to get 9x, 9 to the power of x. But one of the ways which is pretty that we can apply in this law is we can bring the base 3 to the right side. So what happens? It will become 5 is equal to 3 to the power of x. Now there's another one. Okay, let's say b is equal to a. Remember, if there's an equal sign, it means that what happens to the left hand side, it will affect on the right hand side. So for example, if I squared on the left hand side, then if I want to make sure it still equals to the right hand side, I have to square the right hand side. If I square rooted the left hand side, and I have to make sure that my right hand side should be square rooted as well, and so on. So this is how we apply the laws in algebra. So how do we make sure that it will become the value of 9 to the power of x? Now, if we know that 9 comes from 3 to the power of 2, bracket x. 9 to the power of x comes from 3 to the power of 2x. So how do we get 3 to the power of 2 in this equation? That is the question. So like I said, if we squared on the right hand side or the left hand side, the other side will be affected by it. So if we square on the left hand side here, therefore the right hand side will be squared as well. That's how it works, left and right hand side. And then the final end, it will become 5 squared, and then we know that 3 squared is 9, therefore we can just substitute it to become 9 to the power of x. And then we know that 9 to the power of x is equal to 25. They don't want to find x, they just want to find what happens if we find for the value 9 to the power of x. Alright, so that's how we find 9 to the power of x value. But now, hence, find the value of 9 to the power of y if y is equal to 2 plus x. So there's many ways, but one of my favorite ways is this. Okay, let me put here, and then I'll write here 9 to the power of x is equal to 25, just for future reference. Now, hence find the value of 9 to the power of y if y is equal to 2 plus x. So, first things first, I write down y is equal to 2 plus x. And now, I know that x is log base 3, 5. Therefore, I could just substitute it into the second equation. Then what happens is I will get a new equation, but the x will be substituted to become the value of log base 3, 5. Now, there's another rule in logarithms that we should know about, which is log base a is equal to 1. If the base of the log is the same as the base, therefore the value should be 1. Any kind of number, as long as it's a positive number, therefore we can find the value, which is 1. Other numbers, it can be, it could be log base bb is equal to 1, or log base 2 is equal to 1. As long as the base of the log and the base is the same value, then it is 1, and so on. So that's how we do it. That's how we conclude that whatever base of the log and the base is the same value, it will give us the value of 1. So there are, how do we get to have the same base as logarithm 3? Now we know that 2 doesn't come alone. There's another number, which is 2 multiplied by 1. And remember, 2 multiplied by 1 still gives the same answer, which is 2. And then 2 multiplied by 1 plus log 3, 5. Now what happens if we apply the same rules to here? So remember, log a is equal to 1. But remember, in this question, the base log that we are using currently is base 3. And how do we solve it? Now, I can just substitute the value 1 here, the value of 1, to become y is equal to 2 log 3. Remember, any kind of number that has the same base and the logarithm base will give us the value of 1. Then we add them, plus log 3, 5. Now, if we bring it forward here, okay, you become y is equal to log 3 to the power of 2. Okay, then it becomes log 3, 5. Remember, there is another logarithm law that we know, which is whenever the base log is similar. Okay, let's say I'm using log base 10, but usually in mathematics we don't write log base 10. We just leave it as log because that's a common log that we use in base 10. So, oh my gosh, something, right? So, log, let's say log 5. Okay, remember log base 10, 5. Okay, but I will not write down the base. I'll just leave it as log, which we call as the common log. So log 5 plus log 4. So in logarithms, if we add two logs together with a similar base, the base, which is 5 and 4, will be multiplied. Okay, this only happens if both of the logs which has similar base 10, log base 10, log base 10, and if it's addition, therefore we can multiply the base, which is 5 times 4. The number is in it. So basically we can combine this here, y is equal to log base 3 to the power of 2 times 5. Right now, we know that 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 9, and then 9 times 5 should be 45. So it should be y is equal to log 345. Now, hey fun, we made this far. The question wants what? The question wants the value of 9 to the power of y. That's the question that wants the value. So right now, can we find it? Yes, we can. Remember the first principle, not the one that I've shown you just now. This one, you can apply it into this equation. You can apply it. we can eliminate a logarithm that we will get. Remember, the base goes here, and then you will make y as the index while 3 is a base. So I'm going to write down here. So it should be 45 is equal to 3 to the power of y. So with another law that we learned about the effects that we did if we just square on the right hand side, the left hand side. No matter what, in algebra, equals, no matter what, it has to be balanced. Left hand side, right hand side, both of them will receive the same effect if we change one of the sides. So if we squared any side, the other side will be affected as well. Therefore, we will get 9 to the power of y is equal to 2025. So those are the answers for question 12 for logarithms. I hope that this video really helps, because this video it took 11 minutes to explain. Hopefully this slow explanation, and I'm sorry if it's in English, but we have to get used to the new language, and inshallah. Wait, let me check whether the answer is correct. Okay, alright. That is all for now. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.